we go. So, good afternoon, everyone. It's your gracious host, Turtle Sage here. I'm here with my man Dan, another student of the martial arts just like myself, and we are here for another episode of How to Food. Now, today's episode is basically getting back to basics, doing, this is the fundamentals of Taiji, but so this is in Taijiquan, the principles are the art, and the art is in the principles. And the principles that you need to remember is to sink. So you see how, like in the last video, my knees do not go beyond my toes. Go slow, relax, so this way you can see the moves that you're doing them right. Right? And you want to differentiate between yin and yang, and by that means you want to know proper weight distribution. And this all comes up especially when you grapple. You also want to know, you want to practice, you want to keep in mind, you want to be smooth, round, and continuous. Because a fight, it's not stop and start. It's not he hits me and I hit him. It's not like Pokemon, you do a move. Oh, this move was super effective. Such a Pikachu fainted, right? No, it don't work like that. So keep that in mind. You want smooth, round, continuous. You don't want to get stuck in a move because it's how you get knocked out. It's how you get submitted. It's how you get pushed. You also want to keep your back straight. You always want to keep your back straight. It's all about structure. You want all the different energies. Rising energy, pang. Rollback energy, lu. You want pushing energy, ji. And sinking energy, an. Right? So all of this comes in when you do Taiji. So let's just say Dan and I are doing some push hands, right? Start the circle off, and he tries to push me. Oh, sorry about that. Hit your hand. All right, do that again. So he tries to push me, right? Lu. Lu. Right? So no matter which way his energy is going, right? He tries to push on, right? I sink, right? He tries to push. That's pang, right? He tries to push on ji. So concentrate on your rising, sinking, pushing, and rolling back. So how would this work in a real grappling situation outside of push hands? Let's say we're locked up like so, right? And he tries to push me. Oh, he's pushing me hard, right? So I get up under him, I roll back, right? Yeah. That's how that works. So we'll show it from this angle, right? Right? He tries to push this way. I roll back. As soon as I roll back, I turn that into a hip toss. That becomes a hip toss. So learn to neutralize. You don't meet him strength for strength. Dan's a pretty stable guy. Finds like, I tire myself out doing that. And so when you do Tai Chi, you don't want to tire yourself out. Real Tai Chi, high-level Tai Chi in combat, a real grappler, a tier 1 fighter is not going to burn him or herself out. They are going to get their opponent to wear themselves out. Watch any Floyd Mayweather fight. Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. Or you watch Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston, right? Bouncing around, he's dancing, he's slipping his punches. And it gets to a point where, you know, Sonny Liston catches the phantom punch, right? But it also gets to a point where, I think it was the next fight they fought, he didn't want to come out of his chair. He was like, I give up. I have no energy left. George Foreman's swinging at Ali with everything he has. Ali's doing the rope-a-dope, letting him wear himself out. And he takes him out in the 8th round. Older, slower Ali. This is what it's for. You want to be older and slower and still be viable in combat. You want to be a tiny woman and be viable in combat. So you learn to relax, because when you're relaxed, you don't burn yourself out. When you sink, you're more stable. You have structure. People can't knock you over. When you differentiate between yin and yang, you can feel where your weight is. So it's on my right side. Now it's on my left. Now it's forward. Now it's slightly backward. It's off to an angle. See how that works? And so, but it doesn't stay like that. So fighting constantly changes. He might do something surprising. I gotta be prepared for that. I gotta be in touch with it. I gotta have that sensitivity. So sink, go slow, relax, and when you're relaxed, you see more things. When you're tense, you panic, you breathe faster, you make mistakes. That's how you get hit. So remember that. Sink, relax, go slow, be smooth, round, and continuous. Be water, as Bruce Lee would say. Differentiate between yin and yang, and always be aware of the different energies and how you interact with them. So let's say he does G, he pushes forward. I don't fight him. I do Lu in response to his G. So let's say he does on, he presses down, right? I go with him, right? I do on as well. I go with him, and he overshoots himself, right? And then I do a little bit of pong, right? No matter how heavy he gets, I find my center, I find my structure, and because the power comes from your legs. It is directed by the waist and expressed in the hands. This is this move. And you see that in every Taiji form ever. Every empty hand form, and even a lot of weapons forms, you will have pong. So, sink, go slow, relax, keep your back straight, be smooth, round, and continuous, right? Differentiate between yin and yang. Know where your weight is centered at all times. Know where their weight is centered at all times. And have full body alignment, because that's where the real power is. Full body alignment. Elbow lines up with the knee, you get maximum power. The way I lifted him up, when he got strong, it wasn't strength. It was sinking and aligning with the earth. So, with that said, get on over here, Dan. Always practice your principles. If you got good principles, if you got good fundamentals, your Taiji will be better than most. You'll master it quicker. So, with that said, go in peace, get stronger, be water, my friends. And with that said, this concludes another episode of How to Food. Turtle Sage signing out. And if you like what you saw, like, share, and subscribe!